All right, here's one this morning. Look at the size of that baby. That's a nice bluegill right there. Whacked that bait. I was kind of fishing for crappie, but that's okay. That's a nice lunch-sized bluegill right there. Get him off the hook here. We'll be doing something. All right. So another one hit that bluegill there. Whacking that bait. That was a little small. Put him back. All right, there's another one. That's a little bass there. Get up in here, big boy. Ain't quite eating size, but swallow that thing to the gullet, that's for sure, boy. Put some glass on to get you off, boy. Thing is in there. There you go. Let you go, buddy boy. All right. Nice. We're catching a few today, that's for sure. Catching a few. Just kind of riding the shoreline here a little bit. In between the weed beds. Got about 2 feet of water right here. What I like about this canoe, you can really ride the shallow line if you need to. Got some coontail in there that time. We get a little too shallow. So I'll put the boat out just a little bit away from the shore here. Kind of getting wind blown into shore now a little bit. There's the smallest catch of the day. Look at that little thing. I didn't even hardly feel him bite it. Little baby bass right there. Pretty thing. Get back in the water there. Grow up some. Underneath that old sycamore tree right there. There's another one. Another little bass. Not very big, but fish nonetheless. Holy cow. Oh, easy there, Daddy-O. Got the top lip. Oh, we're crushing them on this old rooster tail today. Woo-wee. I came over to the deeper side of the lake here and haven't caught a fish yet. I'm in about 8-9 foot of water, not too far off the bank here. I was fishing in about 2 feet of water. And I was catching plenty of fish, but the sun was up over there and the bite slowed down, so I thought I'd come over on the shady side, but the shady side of this thing's the deeper side. And so now, unless it's a bass or something hung on cover, it may be a little more tough fishing. But any day on the water's a good day, and we're just having fun. I threw a little topwater this morning, caught one little bass on that, and I switched over to the inline spinner, caught about 6 fish on that. Kept one so far. If I don't get any more, I may let him go. If I get more, try to do some kind of a surf and turf type of deal maybe, or some kind of a shore lunch if I can catch a couple more fish. If not, it'll just be another good day of fishing. Oh hell, there's a fish right there. And it's a bass. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Get up here in the boat, fool. Look at that thing. All right. Boy, he sucked her down. I tell you what, these bass are sucking them down bad this morning. Yeah, we'll let him go. Hope he lives. Took her pretty deep there. Well, got one strike and catch on camera there. That was good. There's a crappie. There we go. That's kind of what we was after. That's kind of what we was after right there. Put him on a stringer for sure. Getting close to a surf and turf lunch yet. not have been a bad call coming over to this deeper bank. Might have to back up on that spot. See if there's any more crappie there. I think we'll just do that. All right, we got another one on here. Well, that's a little bluegill. Ain't nothing to brag about. We'll let him go quick here. Get him back in the water. Boy, he smacked that thing though. Smacked it like a crappie. Well, the bites have slowed down. But we're down into 4 feet of water again now. We just kind of drifted down this bank and we're in about 4 feet of water. So we're gonna slide back up to the top, run down again. We caught 3 or 4 fish right here. So there ain't no sense in not riding that bank right back down again. Wind's blowing us straight down this bank, real slow, gentle. We'll just go back up to the point we started. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head in. I got a meeting this morning at about 9:15, so it's almost 9 o'clock now. We're gonna head up to the boat ramp here, put the canoe on the dock, and get the trailer in the water. I'll show you how I load this canoe. It's a little bit of a trick because it's set up to be pulled on and off the trailer depending on where you're fishing. You can run it down a boat ramp if the boat ramp's deep enough, easily enough. But you can also just pull it up onto the trailer from the shore. And if you got a set of wheels with you like I carry, you can get it off the trailer and put it on those wheels and take it anywhere you want to, depending on the area that you've got to be able to access the water. We have a boat ramp here, and I'm going to show you how I put this thing on the trailer at a boat ramp. All right. Trailer's up there. Get her down the ramp here. Show you how this is done. All right, boys, that's it. Wrapped up. Time to go clean some fish, get ready for lunch. All right, so here's what I thought. Get the grill fired up, and we'll make us some fish and chips in a hobo pack on the grill. And we'll use some of this new malt vinegar seasoning on our fish and chips. Stay with me, we'll get stuff prepared. Now we want to really thin slice these potatoes, okay? Because we're not going to pre-boil them or anything to make them soft. Everything's gonna have to cook in this hobo pack. So we want to cut these as thin as we can. Now we're putting our chips in the same bag with our fish. And we're going to put a little flour in there to coat this stuff. And we're gonna put some soul food seasoning in there. And some pepper in there. Get that deep sealed up. And we'll decide if we got enough flour in there once we get done shaking it up. We got everything coated good, and we got plenty of flour. You want to make sure the potatoes and that fish all get separated and saturated. Get some aluminum foil out here. Make our packet with. That ought to be enough right there. Get some weight on this dude for a minute. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I got some salted butter here. Been sitting out, so it's a little bit soft right now, which is okay. I'm going to coat the inside of this aluminum foil with that. Real good. I'll put a really good slather on the inside of this aluminum foil. Just like this, with that butter. Put our potatoes on the bottom here. If they didn't get separated, get coated real good. Separate them and coat them. Want both sides of them dudes coated good. We're just kind of laying them in here in a line. Put fish fillets right on top. Spread them out good on there. Just like that. There we go. It's pretty good. Okay, now we can set that aside for the moment. Our aluminum foil we can set aside for the moment here. if I can get it shut. Now what we want to do with this packet is we want to take this dude and we want to fold it up like this. And just kind of roll it down. We don't want to crush anything because we want a chamber in there. So we're not trying to crush the stuff that's in there. We're trying to create a heat chamber inside there. Kind of like a boat like that. And that's what we're going to put directly on our coals. Just like that. And we're going to give that a good 20 minutes probably to cook. Yeah, 20 minutes. We'll check it. So it's 1:45 now, right at lunchtime. I'm going to say that this dude is probably about as close as it's going to get. See if we can get it kind of opened up here without smoking our fingers off here. Oh yeah. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Now, let's see if we can take a little bit of this malt vinegar here. And I'm sure that this stuff's going to be a little bit goes a long way. But I'm just going to sprinkle it on. Just like that. And I'm going to seal it back up. Now, we're getting ready to come out with a spice kit that's going to have 4 individual tubes in it. This would be one thing I'd put in a tube, the hot sauce in another, and then some kind of a flavored salt, like a soul food seasoning, and probably pepper would be my choices for those 4. And that's kind of what gave me the idea to come out with a spice kit, was carrying this packet and the hot sauce packet, carrying salt and pepper separate. Might as well have it all in one tin or kit to put in your stuff. Let's see what we can do to get this off of here. Bring it over here on the tailgate. All right, I'm gonna spread some butter on this bad boy, along with that malt vinegar. And we're gonna eat him right off the paper here, so see what this goes down like. Oh man, woo-wee. I gotta tell you, it's really good. Let's see what our fish looks like here. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's delicious. Holy crap. Oh man. Whew. That thing is great. You see our potatoes turned into kind of skins here at the bottom. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Man. That is awesome. Woo. I'll tell you what, boys, it just don't get no better than this. Fresh caught fish, right off the hook, right off the grill. Perfect. Perfect sore lunch. Man, oh man, so good. Man, that fish is just so flaky and tender. Golly, man, that malt vinegar is awesome. I can't lie about that either. That's really good. Listen, guys, I appreciate you joining me out here today at the lake for just a little fishing trip this morning, a little shore lunch this afternoon. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for school, for family, for business. All of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And be sure and check us out at selfrelianceoutfitters.com for some of the best cookware you'll ever find for camping, overlanding, general use outdoors, bar none. The best cookware on the market and guaranteed for life. Thanks, guys.